Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Around the World with me, Meherd37. Ah man, everything has been going wrong these past 2 days, and now today as well. But in this episode, we're going to go from Tokyo's Narita Airport, and we're going to go north up to Russia. I don't know how exactly to say it. It's like Vladivostok or Vladivostok. Not really sure how to pronounce it. You can see it on the opening. I'll spell it. I don't really know how to say it. Tank selector is on. Explain it. Everything's been going wrong the past 2 days. And now it's happening again today. And I'm extremely annoyed. I'm just getting really pissed off about what's happening. Alright, turn the battery on. Nav and beacon. Avionics 1. Generator is on. Fuel boost on. Hit the starter. Alright, make sure we don't go flying forward. Starter's off. Fuel boost is off. Avionics 2. Start it up. Alright, pitot heat. Prop auto heat. Alright, let's hit up ATC. They'll get us out of here. They're probably not going to give us a progressive taxi. I've tried to leave here twice now. Both times they didn't give me a progressive taxi. Well, twice today. I went 2 days ago as well. I had a progressive taxi then. Explain all that crap. 34 left. That's where they've been taking me out. Alright, acknowledge that. I'm going to set our altitude to 10.5. Alright, lit up the tower. See, I'm getting nothing. There's no progressive taxi. They don't even talk to me. Alright, taxi light is on. Let's go ahead and get going. Get that all the way up to 100%. Alright, so we're on the tower right there. We'll go hunt this runway down. I think I know where it is because they did this twice today. Now, a couple days ago, when all this nonsense that's happening to me, it started then with, I was going to go to, I don't know how to say it, it's Khabarovsk or something like that in Russia. That was 900 miles. I thought, that's no problem. I think the Grand Caravan can go like 1,200 or whatever. So I'm on my way there, and I realized about maybe 3/4 of the flight, I'm like, I don't know if I've got enough fuel. Like, this is going to be close. This is going to be a problem. I thought I was going to make it. I did a short. I was trying to come in real short. Didn't even use ATC because I was afraid, they might take me to another runway or something. So I'm turning towards the airport. I'm getting close, and all of a sudden the engine shuts down. I'm like, oh no. And I floated, and I tried to make it, and landed, I believe, 2.5 miles short of the runway. So I was like, God, jeez. I tried another flight that day doing something I can't remember, and failed at that as well. I take that back. I did another flight in Alaska, and that went fine. Then yesterday I tried the Lockheed L-1011 TriStar, an air hauler. Absolutely tried for almost 2 hours. Could not get anything done with that. I hate that plane now. I love the plane, but just flight's version of it, I can't stand anymore. I'm giving up on that plane. So then I tried to do this flight today. They couldn't give me a progressive taxi, so I couldn't quite find the runway, because I was looking in the wrong place probably. And so I got out of that. Then I was doing this flight just a minute ago, and I get just over halfway, and it does a weather injection. And when it does the weather injection, we cruise around 170 knots, 173. It flips me up over 200 knots or whatever, and bam, the aircraft overstressed, ends the flight. It's just like, are you kidding me? Like, I can't catch a break. I can't get any flights done. It's been like over 2 days since I've got anything done.
Narita Tower, Cessna.
And I've been trying and trying and trying. It's just nothing is going my way. Flaps are out. Alright, acknowledge that. I don't know why there's no progressive taxi. Like, this just started. Today. Oops. Landing lights are on. Strobe is on. Turn this thing. Need another hand. The weather, you see how those clouds are flashing? It's been going on the past few days as well. That's something new. I don't know why that happens. Alright, let's go on and get out of here. I was really upset, man. We made it over halfway, and the weather injection caused overspeed to crash the aircraft. Overstress. It's none of my doing, you know? Really annoying. Alright, trying to pull back on the power just a little bit. It's really touchy. Alright, contracting the flaps. Hit CDI, take us over to the GPS. There we go. Hit the autopilot. We'll hit nav and vertical speed. I'm going to take it up. It's about 1,000 feet a minute. Look outside. There are golf courses galore outside Tokyo, apparently. There's 1, 2, 3. There's more up here. There's 4, 5. There's one where there's like an interstate. I guess this is it. Interstate going right through it. But they've set up like, I don't know if that's autogen, it's gotta be, but there's just golf courses everywhere around here. I guess main Tokyo is, you see it in the other episode, we came in over, back that way I do believe, or maybe it's over here. Extremely dense, I've got everything set on very dense, but that Tokyo scenery is really, really dense. Really hard to run. More than any good frames per second. Alright, this is still a long flight. It is 682 miles. The other one was like 921. So we should have enough fuel. Oh, it's going to take... that says a little under 4 hours, but of course we'll speed up about 20 knots or so when we hit our cruising altitude. It's just very, very frustrating because we have family coming in a couple days. And they're going to be here for a week, and so I don't know if I'm even going to be able to record anything. Even if I do, it's not going to be very much. So I'm trying to get ahead of everything, and literally, like the past 2 days, I've got one flight in. It's just like I need more flights, and it's not the lack of trying. I'm trying and trying and trying. Just nothing wants to go my way the past couple days. Anyhow, hopefully this one, because I might slow her down a little bit. I don't know, just that weather injection oversped me and it overstressed the aircraft. That's the thing, it's not my fault. You know, you can say not having enough fuel or choosing something where it was right at the end, that's my fault, but weather injection, I can't do anything about it. And then the TriStar, oh my god, that plane. I'm not flying that thing. I might never fly it again. I don't know. It's so complicated, and in areas that it shouldn't be. And it looks like everything's set up correctly with the fuel, but there's some kind of fuel problem. I don't know. So I basically say the hell with that plane. But enough of my problems. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
124.4, responded on Tiger 07.
Alright, everybody, slowing it down here. We're about 22 miles out. I'll let it run a little long. Alright, there it is. That's I guess the name of the airport, I can't remember. Set up the tower, and full stop landing.
Caravan Tower, Cessna is 19 miles southeast with Charlie to land. Cessna, Caravan Tower, make left base, runway 25 right, altimeter 3006.
Alright, we'll go ahead and acknowledge that.
Enter left base, runway 25 right, Cessna.
25 right. So we'll switch over to heading. Go out to the right a little bit. And let's go look at the map real quick. 25 right. Okay, so no ILS. Oh man, the weather injections happened again, and every time it seemed to speed us up and screw up the plane. So I stopped it in the middle. It saved it and stopped it and set it up so that the engine stress or whatever doesn't cause a problem. Or I can't remember how it's worded. Engine stress doesn't cause damage to the plane or whatever it was. I hate that's the one problem with the weather injections. It just can really screw up your plane. It screws up the speed and everything, which I don't understand why it messes with the speed at all. Ah, damn it. Taxi light and landing lights. Because we had that problem in air hauler a lot. It causing damage to the plane when you're doing like 4X is the big problem when it does the weather injection. Normally, if you're in normal speed or whatever, maybe even the 2X, it doesn't do so much, but for some reason 4X, it loves to really, really screw up the speed on those weather injections. Alright, 16.5 miles out. I guess it's going to be on the other side. Could be over here, actually. Haven't been here before. This is what... Can't even remember... The first time we were supposed to go to Vladivostok. I can't even remember how to pronounce that place's name. That was Vladivostok. I can't remember how to pronounce these names. $15 out. I don't quite see anything. We're probably going to make a short approach. Stay where we are. Got just a little more. It looks like it's actually, the angle of it looks more down, which it should be because it's 25, 27 would obviously be dead west. I don't think that's it. I don't think we're going to be able to see it for a little bit more. Let's actually speed it up a little bit, 2x. And this is like, it's almost like middle of nowhere, but I guess there is a town here. Supposedly, I was check this place on Wikipedia and it says there's over 500,000 people here. The Vladivostok, or whatever that was actually supposed to be the second biggest city in eastern Russia. I'm not sure what this is. That is a fair amount of people, especially so far off to the east. I guess this is an important harbor for Russia because it's on the Pacific Ocean. Let's go down a little bit. I'll let this go down to 2,700. Because it seems like we should be pretty daggone close. Maybe that's... we're only 10.8 out, but I don't see anything. Haven't seen a flash or anything from the runway lights. It's got to be over in here, I would imagine. Let's go ahead and slow this back down to normal speed. 10.4 out. I'm thinking it's right here. There's a little bit of stuff there. We just need to get up above it a little bit, since heading will be at 25. That window seems to be so far down. Like if you, normal head is right there. That window of the door seems so low, but you can see the headrest. So it's not like we're too high up. It's kind of bad. Bad design. There it is. I think those are the runways right there. So I don't want to turn to them quite yet. But I saw those. I would think we would need to go up even higher. It seems like we need to go even higher, but if you look at the... Looks like they run out here. Down to 2,500 now. I mean, I'm guessing those are them. I still haven't seen any flash of light. It's got to be... I mean, could be railroad tracks. It's probably going to be like a small generic airport. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because it's going to be obviously be default scenery. Alright, let's start turning more towards it. Down to 1,800. I'm going to use the vertical speed because we need to increase our... get it down a little bit quicker. I feel like we're kind of high up here. Pull back on the thrust a little bit. Now I think we're about to get lined up. Still might have to go out a little bit. I don't know. Nah, we might have actually gone out a little too far. .25 right. That go to about 1,500. Looks like we're in pretty good position right now. .5 out. Because it'll slow up on our vertical speed. We're not quite as high as I thought.
Cessna cleared to land. Runway 25 right.
Alright. Acknowledge that. There's no traffic. I haven't seen anyone in a while. There's very little traffic on the way here. And no one on the radios. I don't see anyone on TCAS. Haven't for a while. Alright, we can let this go to 0. Control it with the vertical speed. I don't want to descend too fast. Yeah, it's just going to be like a generic airport. Like real generic. Just 2 runways and then probably some buildings over here. I don't know if what that is. Bet it's cold there. My God, in Russia? Notoriously cold. Alright. Autopilot is off. This plane is mine. To descend a little bit quicker, but we also have to get our speed down so we can get our flaps out. Just 1 notch of flaps. Alright, we're at full flaps now. A little high, ballooned up there. Pick up on the thrust just a little bit. There we go. It's a big long runway. I think the one on the right is a runway as well. Was it dirt? I saw this one was supposed to be concrete, although it looks like asphalt from here. I'm not sure. sure about the other one. What is that? Untitled? Can't remember exactly. So I'm not sure what the one on the far right is. Well, there's no buildings over to the left. It's just parking spaces. Alright, start pulling back on the thrust. This doesn't look like concrete to me. It's asphalt. Or bituminous. Oh, getting over left. Come on, fight it back. Yeah. A little left of this center line. Other than that, not too bad. Are there going to be taxi line or taxiways? Or am I going to have to go clear to the end and taxi? I have to like taxi on to the other runway to come back? That's going to be a bit ridiculous. I didn't see any buildings whatsoever. It's kind of hard to believe. I mean, it's supposed to be a fairly big airport, right? There's a plane over to the left. Almost kind of looks like KLM from here. It could be. I guess they could fly to Russia. Oh, it's Korean, I think. Korean Air from the tail. Yeah, man, where is the taxiways? There's literally none. I didn't even notice a taxiway from our end of the runway where we came into the other runway. I haven't seen any taxiways over to the one on the right either. There's some buildings, I guess. Here's a taxiway up here on the left. They haven't even hollered at me to get off the runway because I guess they would understand where is it going to go. There they are.
Exit runway when able.
Just now able because they're just now getting down here. Jeez. There's nothing.
Cessna, contact ground on 121.7.
Alright, shall do.
Going to 121.7.
I'm really surprised that there's no one here, especially parking. Do you really need a separate parking area here?
Cessna, taxi to General Aviation Park. Via taxiway 856.
Acknowledge that.
Taxiing to
There's some
General
taxi,
Aviation
alright.
Via taxiway
Straight ahead. Landing lights and strobe off. Alright, parking brake comes back off. I'm going to leave that yoke off. I can get to the parking brake easier. Now, yeah, it's going to take us out to the right. Alright, so here's some buildings. There's the tower. I was kind of thinking about that as well. Like, they're talking to us from a tower, but where's the tower? So there are some buildings out to the left. Oh, I thought there was literally going to be nothing. Like I said, it should be a pretty big airport. 500,000 people, you know, it's served in like the whole area. It's an important shipping area. Figured it'd have to be a bigger airport than that, you know. That's how a lot of airports are in South America on FSX. Just like a runway, you know, and some buildings on the side. Like, that's all we got for you. Although I guess some of the American ones are, but not as much in America, or the United States, as in like a bunch of the South American ones in this game. Are they going to have this parked over by the fuel area? There's still not much here. That tower is really far away from the runways. You would think it'd be a lot closer. Although this is not a perfect representation of the actual airport. So I guess that's to be kept in mind. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about sitting down so far. I'm having a real tough time seeing taxi lines now. Like I should be maybe a little higher. Alright, stopping here. Parking brake comes on. Cut the fuel. Turn off the avionics. Generator. The battery. I don't think we quite got the fuel there all the way there. There we go. Taxi light comes off. Prop auto heats. Heat. Having beacon. Pretty got the battery, so everything is off. Alright, so everything is off, and we're here. I don't want to try and pronounce it. It's what starts with a V. Vladivostok, I can't remember how to pronounce it. I'm not sure where we're going to go next. I kind of wanted to go to that Caravan. I can't remember how to pronounce that stuff. Oh, I never do anyway. But I don't think that's a good idea because it's actually going to be like, what, 200 miles away or something. We should probably try and do for a longer flight. Get ourselves positioned to get over to Alaska. But we're getting close. I mean, we're almost back to the U.S. Even though we should have been back a long time ago, months ago. Alright, but everybody, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys on the next flight.